Hello, friends, and welcome to the weekly moon update. In these videos, we talk about the moon energy for the current week, as well as a little bit of astrology and also oracle messages. I don't know why I keep forgetting to mention that, but it's one of my most favorite parts about the week. Collective oracle messages, and we get a chakra to focus on and a crystal to focus on. So if you are watching this live when it premieres every Sunday at 8:30 p.m., hello and welcome. But if you are not watching this live, check out the description box below for timestamps so that you can jump around to whatever part of the week that you might be catching it, as well as jumping directly to those oracle messages. So this week we have a new moon week and not much astrological stuff happening today. So we can just like slowly dive into the energy of this week with a dark Cancer new moon. Let's jump into it. So as you can see, our new moon is happening on Tuesday, July 14th, and it's happening in the wee hours of the morning of 5:43 a.m. So this means that Monday we technically have a waning crescent moon, and then starting on Wednesday after the new moon, we have a waxing crescent moon. So the moon will continue to increase with light and energy, and we'll have our first quarter or half lit moon on next week. If you're watching this live on Sunday around 6:47 p.m., the moon has already moved into Cancer. So technically we can be working with the new moon Cancer energy right now. So we'll be in Cancer energy Sunday evening, all day Monday, and keep that in mind, because as you can see, at the exact time that the moon is new, it's also going to start to transition into Leo and will officially be in Leo at 6:35 p.m. All of the transition times are happening around 6 o'clock, which is kind of interesting, including on Sunday, 6:47 is when the moon entered Cancer. And like, look, almost every day this week, we enter Leo at 6:35. Void of Course starts at 6:26, and Void of Course starts here at 6:12. So everything's happening around 6 o'clock in the evening for some reason. I don't know why. We don't know why. Somebody tell us why the moon's transition times is so different every time. So we're starting off the week with this new moon energy. I always talk about how I don't like to start off a week with a water energy. But if I were going to choose one of the water signs, it would be Cancer to start off the week, because Cancer is a cardinal sign, which initiates us into summer. Cardinal signs are just good for starting things. Keep this in mind too, because the sun has already been in Cancer for a couple weeks now, and next week on the 22nd, it's going to move into Leo. So we've already been in Cancer energy. Mercury's been in retrograde in Cancer, so we've already been experiencing Cancer themes throughout the last few weeks. Hopefully by Tuesday you already know like what you want to set your intentions around. On a Cancer new moon, we are setting intentions around self-care. Also look at the house that Cancer is in. You might want to set intentions around that. For example, my Cancer house is the 5th house of creativity. So I try to incorporate some sort of creative projects into my self-care days, self-care time. Journaling is a really big emotional outlet for me as well. So I just find that I just typically set intentions around Cancer in my 5th house. Check and see what house Cancer is in your birth chart, and that might help give you some ideas that you want to set intentions around. It's also going to help give you ideas of how you might need to practice self-care, how you might need to mother yourself, how you might need to release and manage your emotions by looking at that zodiac house that your Cancer is in. For example, if Cancer is in your 1st house, being your rising sign, you're going to want to set intentions around your identity. You might be the mothering person of your community, whether you're a mother or not. You might need to set intentions around mothering yourself, taking care of yourself. If Cancer is your 2nd house, you might need to go out and buy something for your self-care, like getting that perfect comfy massage chair, or like going out and getting yourself a massage. Like the 2nd house is like resources, setting intentions around saving money so that you can spend it on self-care. Cancer is your 3rd house. You're going to need to like either communicate your needs, maybe making a vow to yourself to incorporate some sort of self-care practice into your regular day. Finding somebody or some form of outlet to be able to communicate your emotions is very 3rd house Cancer. Cancer is your 4th house. You need that comfy, cozy space. You need to set intentions around making your space more comfortable. Maybe reconnecting with your loved ones on a regular basis can be part of your self-care practice. Like I said about 5th house, this is incorporating creativity into your self-care routine. The 6th house would probably be like taking care of people is self-care for you. It makes you feel good to take care of people. 7th house is you're going to be setting intentions around relationships. Maybe you need to set boundaries between you and other people. Maybe people are asking too much of you and needing to set intentions around how you're interacting with your relationships. The 8th house is going to be probably a little bit emotional for you. So you might need to find some sort of grounding and stability in regards to self-care. Maybe you need to do some shadow work. In the 9th house, this is going to be learning and education and travel. So maybe just like getting out of the house and going and visiting a museum in your city is self-care for you. That's a self-care day for you. In the 10th house, you're going to need to be setting maybe like the work-life balance, work-rest balance is going to be an important theme for you if your 10th house is Cancer. 11th house is going to be around community. Maybe you want to start setting up monthly community meetings. Like here in Wonderland, we meet once a month to have our moon meetings for the month, which I'm probably going to be doing live on Tuesday. So if your Cancer is 10th house, you should come to our moon meetings live on Twitch. We used to do it in Discord. Actually, you know what? A Cancer new moon would be good to do it in Discord, but I'm streaming anyways on Tuesday, so we're gonna be doing our moon meeting live on Twitch. And last but not least, if Cancer is your 12th house, you might want to be setting up some sort of meditation routine, or maybe starting a dream journal or some sort of subconscious self-care routine. Maybe trying astral travel would be good but really like paying attention to your dreams and your dream work, and your meditation practice is part of your self-care practice. So probably a slow start to our week, but like I said, Cancer is the initiators, and the energy of Cancer for me, like as a water sign, very much is like that mama bear energy where you're just able to like muster up even when you feel like you don't have enough energy. Like moms always they think they're running on an empty tank, but they always have that rally sort of energy when their child needs it. So Cancer just is able to like muster up that energy to get things done and to take care of things just like a mother does. So maybe a slow start off to Monday and Tuesday, but then once we hit Tuesday evening is when the moon moves into Leo. So hopefully that fire will kind of kick us into gear in the middle of the week. Remember also that the sun is moving into Leo next week. Jupiter is already in Leo, and we're in this 1 year Jupiter Leo cycle that I think is just really going to give us this extra oomph that we need to stay focused on positive energy. So there's going to be a lot of things happening within your Leo house with Jupiter in Leo. So also, like, we're looking at our Cancer house. The next house over is going to be your Leo house. So I think everybody could benefit from seeing where we can possibly be experiencing abundance right now. So for me, it's the sixth house. So like daily routines, like I'm not a morning person, but for this Jupiter in Leo cycle, I'm going to set the intention to hopefully finally take my mornings back, like take control and leadership and ownership of my mornings and my daily routine, because I just really struggle with mornings. I struggle with mornings so much. I idealize people that can get up in the morning, and like I daydream about it sometimes. I'm like, I just would love to sit in the quiet and peaceful morning, and that, like, the sun is so golden in the morning, and like I rarely get to see it. And if I do, I'm usually like rushing out the door. So I've always I've always envisioned this peaceful morning, and I never ever get to experience it. So I'm hoping that this Jupiter in Leo, Jupiter going through my sixth house of service and daily routines, that I'm finally going to be able to take charge of this, or at least incorporate. Like, I have very specific like morning rituals, but I often don't do them in the morning. They're daily rituals. I do them in the day at least. So I'm going to incorporate some some Leo house energy into my Cancer new moon intentions as well. But I don't know, this Cancer new moon has this like fresh kind of energy into it, and I think we need to take that freshness and that newness as much as we can, because we do still have so much chaos going on around us. I think this Cancer new moon is a good chance to just kind of like take a deep breath, feel a little bit more refreshed. So, take a shower, a nice cleansing bath on Tuesday, so that you are feeling like bright and fresh, and putting on your favorite outfit, maybe doing your hair and makeup, just like, stepping out of the house feeling confident with this moon cycle. But dang, so it kind of only feels like we're in Leo energy for 24 hours, because the moon's going to start to transition with a really long transition from 6:26 p.m. Wednesday all the way to 8:07 p.m. Thursday. So this Thursday is going to be void of course. I don't think this is going to be a very productive week here. This might be a processing emotions week. New moon in Cancer is going to bring up emotions that we were processing. So I wouldn't put many to-dos on this week. Maybe Virgo can save us at the end of the week. So 8:07 p.m. Thursday evening will be in Virgo energy. And it looks like pretty much the 2.5 days we'll have all day Friday. So put all of your to-dos on Friday. And then we'll be in Virgo most of Saturday too. I always like to say a Virgo weekend is for getting those chores done. I've got a whole corner in my guest room filled with stuff I need to take to the donation place. So Virgo weekends are for like catching up on those chores that you've been neglecting. And same thing with Libra. Put all of your to-dos on your work to-dos on Friday, your weekend to-dos on Saturday, and Libra will come in on Sunday, kind of late Saturday night. Oh no, well that's technically Sunday, right? 12:57 a.m. Will be in Libra. So Libra is going to help tie up the loose ends. Maybe you need to get more chores done on Sunday, or maybe you just need to prep for the next week, because we will have Libra on Monday as well. Oh, and we're supposed to start feeling the effects of the Barbault's basket on July 19th through the 21st. The Barbault's basket planetary alignment is going to start aligning, I guess. And I'm going to have journaling worksheets and printable PDF or digital download helping you figure out how to work with this energy for yourself, because it is supposed to be like a very positive. It's kind of like how I'm envisioning it is like they're calling it a basket, but I kind of see it as a cauldron. And like we're putting all of this energy into the cauldron, good and bad, like getting it all stirred up and emerging and arising from it completely transformed as a collective and individually as well. So yeah, we're going to talk more about the Barbault's basket in next week's video, but basically you want to be looking at where Aquarius is in your chart, where Leo is in your chart, where Aries is in your chart, and Gemini. Those four signs, because it's Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Leo. This is what the basket looks like. And look at this beautiful card that we have today by the sacred from the Sacred Medicine Oracle by Asha Frost, and the artwork is by Steph Littlebird. We have Sacred Tears, and this could not be a more perfect card. I usually do the water oracle for water new moons, but this deck was calling me, and this could not be more perfect for a Cancer new moon. So Sacred Tears, and the keyword is expression. Tears hold our sacred waters, memories, essence, and medicine. Today, you are invited into a healing space by the power of spirit and the ancestors. They hold you, they see you, and they encourage you to express all that you have held onto so tightly. It's been a challenging time, and there is no shame in acknowledging this. Recall all of the tears that you have swallowed back, or emotions that you have pushed down. It's time for them to release. Raw emotions and feelings are a call for love. This card is a reminder that you are worthy of taking space and time to allow for all to pass through. Let your tears fall to the earth so that your sacred waters can enter the soil. As we deeply feel, we can truly heal. This time of sadness and vulnerability is essential for you to move through so the next cycle can enter. The sacred tears that are held in your own body and spirit also hold the tears of your ancestors and relatives. When you shed them, you heal the past, present, and future generations. Your medicine waters bless the world. It's safe to express your emotions at this time. Release the grief and pain, for as you do, there is more capacity for joy and ease to flow. I don't know why we feel like we have to hold on to our emotions, and not just in like a suppressive way, like, oh, I can't cry in front of anybody, and, being ashamed or embarrassed in that sort of way to like publicly express your emotions. But I feel like even when you're in the dark, laying in bed at night, or on your own somewhere, driving in your car, whatever, like we still try to suppress it. Like when we feel emotional and we feel tears coming and we feel things like bubbling to the surface, we still try to push it down, even if we're alone, even if nobody's watching, even if nobody's there, like we still do it. And we don't need to. Why? Just let it go. Let yourself cry. I know sometimes in the past that I've felt like if I cry about this, like I'm never going to stop. But that's not true. You will stop. You'll feel better. You'll get that release and you'll get that relief. So the sacred ceremony that goes along this card is gently place your hands over your eyes and feel the generations of love that pulse through you and to you. There are times that you held back the puddles that formed in your eyes, swallowed down your truth, or wiped your tears too quickly. These moments are met with compassion and healing as your hands meet those memories. You can let go now. There is no shame in the most authentic expression of your soul. The healing affirmation is, as I allow my tears to flow out of my heart and into the world, I heal deeply. What a beautiful card. So like I said, I felt like this, we're not going to this is going to be a processing week. This is going to be a releasing week. We've got this long void of course day here. That's just what a Cancer moon does for us. Our chakra card is Sacred Serenity. Invite peace into this moment and let it permeate your entire being. Choose serenity, especially in moments of stress. Align with an energy stream of allowance and ease, where you allow everything to be simply as it is right now, without judgment or regret. Peace is your birthright. When you soften into serenity, you also give others permission to do the same. Become the living example of angelic peace that you wish to experience. So this is a crown chakra card. The crystal they recommend is lepidolite, and the herb is St. John's wort. St. John's wort is an antidepressant, and lepidolite is anti-anxiety crystal. So this is like letting things go, releasing, not holding on to the pain, not holding on to the sorrow, releasing and letting go so that good things can come in. St. John's wort is like a sun herb. Like, this is summertime where we can allow good things to come in our life. Good things can occur at the same time as bad things and sad things. Like, they can both exist at the same time. There is no one or the other. I remember when I was grieving, you feel like you're never going to be sad again. I mean, you feel like you're never going to be happy again. And you also feel like deep down that, like, if I let go of this grief, if I let go of this sorrow, if I let go of this, then they're completely gone. Like, when you lose a loved one, it feels like grief is the last thing that you have of them, the last piece of them, the last part of your love for them. But that's not true. You just have to let the grief flow through you, and you will be happy again. Once you release that energy, you will be happy again. Grief is always going to come back. There is no just like getting over it forever. It's always going to be there. It's always present, but allowing grief and happiness to exist at the same time. So the crystal that we have today is Lumerian blue calcite. It activates the throat chakra for peaceful communication and the heart chakra for deep emotional healing. It brings happiness and peace and helps you unlock past life memories. Encoded with ancient Lumerian wisdom, this is a crystal of interdimensional communication and higher wisdom. The affirmation is, I received the ancient wisdom waiting for me. I am happy and at peace. Both the chakra card and the crystal card mention peace. The card itself like represents a very, like, it's so tranquil and like peaceful feeling. And I really love these cards all together here. They just look so beautiful together. If you want to learn more about Lumerian blue calcite, I do have a Let's Get Stoned video here on YouTube. I'll try to remember to link that in the description. So I hope that you have a happy Cancer new moon. I hope you're able to release and let go so that we're starting off fresh with this Cancer moon cycle as we're making our way into Leo energy, where Jupiter's hanging out too, so we can experience this growth and abundance and expansion and luck that Jupiter and Leo is going to bring us. I hope that we're able to release so that we're ready for this transformation with the Barbault's basket alignment. And we will talk more about that next week. Thank you so much for being here with me. I cannot wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. Initiates um um if needing needing to if uh 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 um uh okay. um 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 I shouldn't say things that I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually do it.